So, so I'm back now. All right, so let me continue from where I stopped. So let me share my screen. Okay, so very quickly, I was just going to start from this part. So for the classes I didn't enter this week, so this is what we did in the course of the week. So we try to do logical functions, and then we try to use Excel, okay, to analyze data. And the simple thing we did here was is how we can compare results from the word not logical. Is how you can apply reasoning to your data. Okay. So now looking at this question, you say using Excel.
Recording in progress.
Result of this analyze if B5 is 68. What will this? So if function check whether a condition is met and return one value if true and another value if false. Okay. So it means that okay, there is a condition. So Excel will check through that condition and return the true value. Okay, return true value if the conditions are met. If return one value if the condition is true, another value if the condition is what is value is false. So let's check. And I said when you are starting Excel or want to do any function in Excel, formula and function in Excel, you start with equal sign. So I'll say if equals to if, let me use a capital letter. So if, so for example, now you're given let me say you did a post jam exam, and then they said the benchmark score is 68. All right, and now the moment okay you get less than 68, of course that's a fail. But if you get 68 and above, you should get what? A pass. Am I correct? So now let's use if statement to do that. So you can see this if, so logical statement. So you're putting the logical statement here. So you're now saying that, so if the cell B5 is greater or equals to 68, so please don't mind that this is 68. This could be any value, okay? This happens to just be 68. But we still have our benchmark to be 68. So I can change this benchmark to be something else. So don't mind that it's the same, okay? So this is the logical test. So I'm going to value if true. So a value if true. So you can see I'm separating this statement with a comma. So I want to start this other one, value if true and value if false, just like we have here. So value if true and another value if false. So I want to have a pass. Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm not supposed to do that. Okay, so pass and then another comma, value if fail, if false. So fail. You can see that. Look at this, value if true and value if false. So the benchmark score is 68. So I'm checking through these cells to see if any of this person's score is greater or equal to 68. I want to take pass. And if I get a pass, and if the person does not meet this benchmark score, let me get a fail. Okay. So when I hit enter, I can see this is because this score here is equal to this one. That's what I get a pass here because I said equal to. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to extend the formula I have in this cell. So I'm going to extend it downward. How do I extend it? Please don't just copy. Don't come here and copy like this. It will not work. Look at these small boxes here. So just do a flash fill, drag that down. And once you drag that down, the formula you stated here applies to all the cell, applies to the cell. So if you click on this one, you can see this is B6, great reference for this. So you can see that it's left. This is B7. Sorry, I don't know. My network keep failing. Okay, so this is a B8 greater or equals to 68, and then value if true and value if false. Okay, so I get that. So that's how I did for everything. Yeah. So I moved again to the next one, which is AND function. AND function is another logical statement. Okay. And what is AND function doing? AND function returns true value if all, please take note of this word, if all, okay, if all conditions are true, and return false if any. Look at that. Okay, maybe I should make this also bold. Okay, if all conditions are true, meaning the first condition here, another condition here must be true for this to be true. Okay, now if this is true, if this is false and this is false, then this will be false. Okay, meaning that it is also true because this is false, and this is, you are getting false here. So by implication, so this is the statement itself is true because this is false and this is false. And now, and returns false if any. So if any of this is false and this is true, let's say this is false and this is true, you're still going to get the false. Okay. So if this is true and this is false, saying that if any of the conditions are false. Let me take off this. So I'm going to give you a use case for this. For this, I'm going to give you a use case. Say, for example, um, um, you, you are trying to, let me use this random example. You're trying to gain admission into a college, and you are meant to do 2 stages of exams. So the first stage of the second stage is called 80, and then they give a benchmark score. That okay, the first score, let's say the benchmark score is 60 and 90. Let's assume, say this is a, let me just put here 60 and then 90. So for the first stage, the person must get the person must get what, sorry, the first stage person must get 60, must be 90. Okay, now again, this will be true if these two conditions are met. Okay, so now let's try that. So we're using AND, for example. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have here and then I open the bracket. Now I'm saying that I'll pick the first cell and I'll say if it is greater or equals to 60, comma, and the other cell greater or equals to 90, Okay. Now, this one, I don't want to have too many arguments. Okay. I mean, what I mean by arguments is those things I'm writing inside the parentheses. I don't want to have too many arguments, but let's leave it this way. So I will just close the bracket. Say, please go look at it again. The two conditions must be met, that is greater or equal to 60, and this base must be also okay. So that's what I did here. So B14 greater or equal to 60, and C14. C14 is the reference, B14 is the reference, cell reference, equals to 90. So when I hit enter, so that's a false. And why is it a false? If you look at it, this is less than 90, okay, as much as this is greater than what? 60. So the two statements are not, or the two conditions are not